All out for hot town. Is this hot town? Hot town. Yes, sir.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. How are you doing? How's it going? Yay. Yay. Hi. My name's Tethercat. We're going to play some OpenGuessr, which is similar to GeoGuessr. I have so many screens open right now. I'm just going to close down the unneeded ones. Wow, I have a lot going on here. Okay. Hey, what say we get in on this? Now, we're going to be doing an to explain the premise. Let's first explain that OpenGuessr is not GeoGuessr. GeoGuessr costs much more money than I was willing to shell out. And OpenGuessr cost much less. And comparably, it is as good. So, the bells and whistles are a little different, but that's not going to deter us. We are going to do 5 arbitrary rounds for no reason whatsoever. And each of the 5 rounds will constitute a game. We'll play 1 game tonight, and if we're feeling pretty good, we'll play a second, but usually each game takes about an hour and a half.
Tethercat said game 1, round 1.
Alright.
Tethercat said game 1, round 1.
Hey everyone, let's see where in Japan we are. Actually, let's just map, and we're just gonna make sure we're in Japan. Yep, that we are. Good. Did my... Yay! Okay. Well, there seems to be a road in front of us. Let's go to the road. Well, that was less than what I thought it would be. So we have a dirt road to the side. We have a somewhat of a rural civilization down that way, and a lot of nothing that way. Also, where are our mountains? We have large...
Greed 1914 said person turquoise waving.
Person turquoise waving to you. Also, Pup Mao? I can't remember which that other one was, but it made me laugh. Pop Nemo. Pop Nemo to you, Greed. Thanks for showing up. We've got mountains to the southwest. Let's head to the east. How are you doing tonight, Greed? How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a good time. Truth be told, I have been having a very anxiety-filled day. Today has been detrimental to my mental health, and I knew early on that I had to cleanse my brain and make myself feel better. And here we are. There is a road sign ahead of us, so let's see if we can get to this road sign and see what that says. Well, wherever we are, we have road 75 in front of us.
Greed 1914 said doing okay.
Glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. It's always good to know that. Pardon me. Yawning. It's always good to know that whether you're good, whether you're bad, at least you're feeling something, and that's the important thing here. Alright, we're gonna find nothing on Hexagon 75 because that is way too zoomed in on the map. All we know is that there's mountains to the southwest. Here's a mountain range, so even if we were right there, To find hexagon 75 would just be ludicrous. So we're just gonna search around a little more. Well, we might as well take 75. We're here. Yeah. It's, we're just chilling out. That road leads... What is that? That's east. We go east, we might be able to curve into those mountains. Do we want that? Those are far away. Beautiful. If we go west, we're pretty much getting away from the mountains. So let's go east. We can aim southeast for a little bit. And let me know how the audio levels are. Oh, as always, let me know how the audio levels are. I don't know if I'm loud or quiet, but I rely on my chat, my trusty chat, to let me know. Oh, we got a sign up ahead here. It says number 2. Something tells me that it's not a restroom break. Then we have that sign. Oh, actually, that sign might be handy. Ultimately, it should just say, hey, we're on 75. It says that north is that way. It says that we're driving to the northwest or the southeast. Northeast, southwest. But it also gives us some signs here, which I do not know what that says. So let's continue on. We're going southeast. A beautiful day in Japan. Take a look at it. By the way, it's a beautiful day outside where I am, near Toronto, in Canada. A beautiful day out. It's blue skies, green grass. It looks very similar to this. For being in May, this is a beautiful time of year that I'm finding myself in. This morning, early this morning, there was a patch of rain. Tunnels. Tunnels are the bane of this game's existence. And I was walking in my shorts to get some much needed coffee, and it was a light drizzling rain, and it was so nice. Okay, so we got Lake Shikari-Betsko. Here's Betsukai. So, I'm going to let you all in on a little secret here. Is that we're playing OpenGuessr and we are not playing GeoGuessr. Because of that, one of the quirks is that we can pretty much read the road. I don't like doing it. I don't want to do it. If there's a flaw to this game, it's that it gives you basically the major road that you're on. Imagine whatever city, country, nation you're in, and there's a major thoroughfare. This is it. So from here we know we're in Hokkaido. I don't want to know we're in Hokkaido. But since it's telling us we're in Hokkaido, that's where we're looking. Again, I wish it weren't a feature. But for the cost of this game, I think I can make do. Anyway, this is Hokkaido. It's Hokkaido is in the northern large island of Japan. Now, this is Shikari-Betsko, and it's only because this has the word Betsukai in it that I'm even thinking that Lake Shikari-Betsko would be in this rough area. Also the Nishibets River. So, if we can just find a lake. I don't think that's it. Like Furin.
Greed 1914 said if I ever go to Japan I really want to see Hokkaido.
Now, I gotta ask you, Greed, is that due to a manga or anime? I heard that there was a popular one that was located in that general area. I wouldn't mind visiting Hokkaido, but I'd visit everywhere in Japan if I could. I would, which of course, unless you live there, you can't really do it. And even for people who live there, it's still pretty daunting. Right now, all I'm doing is looking at major lakes across Hokkaido. This is counterproductive to actually finding where we need to be. Shibetsu, Shumar and I.
Greed 1914 said chalk it up to Golden Kamui.
Yeah, that was a Golden Kamui. Yeah. I thought there was one. That's the one I was thinking of. Alright, so we can't find Lake Shikarbetsko anywhere in here. And I'm not seeing Hexagon 45 popping up either. We're still a little too zoomed out, a little too macro. Gotta get a little bit more micro. So let's keep at it. That's north. That's that tunnel. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we can pop up onto this highway up here. Can we get up there? Hey, we're up here. So we've just gotten off of Hexagon 75 and now we're in an unknown route. Let that be a lesson to everybody. I don't think that's Japanese. Although, since I don't read the language, honestly, with all sincerity, what do I know? What's this? I'm going the wrong way if I'm... I need to cross the highway. I need to get on the other side of the highway over here.
Minimicursor 96 said hey Tethercat, how ya doing?
Oh, well, if it ain't the master of mischief, Minimi. How's it going, Minimi? I'm doing fine. I am doing... as I was saying, I'm actually not doing enormously fine. I'm not doing 100% today. My anxiety is ramped up really high. I need this phone. So that's the reason why I'm playing tonight. What was it that Mr. Burns said of the Ramones? Perhaps these minstrels will soothe my jangled nerves. That's what this game is tonight. I feel as old as Mr. Burns. Hello, we have our next road signs here.
Minimicursor 96 said doing okay thanks.
I am absolutely glad to hear that. I sincerely am. Tokachi Haigen Osarushi. Okushiri? That's not Osarushi. Yeah, I know what my I know what my warning signs. I know my warning signs. I know that if I'm feeling anxious, then it is most likely a food issue. And as long as I can get food in me, that usually remedies everything. So when I started feeling as bad as I was feeling, mentally of course, I decided that I was going to make some food. I made myself a little vegetable burger. Oh no, we're at 0 meters until the item. Oh no, we're here. Well, we've arrived. Anyway, I 40 meters? Oh, okay. So, I made some food. I made a vegetable burger, but on... Oh, thank God we've switched over. But it didn't help. It really... I was still feeling very bad. Mentally, I was feeling unwell, even after getting food inside me. So, yeah, I had to tough it out. I had to fight through it, and sometimes you gotta do that. It's not ideal, and whenever you do fight it out, the best thing you can do afterwards is to just self-care mode. Make yourself feel much better. Is that croquet? That's croquet. When's the last time you've played croquet? I think I was a little kid the last time I played croquet. An odd game. That's a game that's primarily given to little children. But this person's dressed up like a professional golfer or cricket player. Like this looks like a professional croquet academy. What all this green fencing is for, so that this woman doesn't accidentally knock this thing trying to aim for the hoop. Instead, she just hauls off. Just sends it. Whoosh.
Greed 1914 said I was very young and definitely played it wrong.
I don't know that there's a correct way to play it, but then again, I'm not enrolled in a Japanese croquet academy now, am I? I probably played it by the same rules you did, which is hit the ball, hope it does anything, just hit the ball around the yard. Like I say, it's a game for little kids. Parents give it to their kids so that parents can have some time alone. Tokachi Heigen. We looked for that. We couldn't find it. But we know at least we got that coming up for us in a kilometer. Two kilometers. So we were on Hexagon 75 and then we skipped onto this. Oh look, the road is telling us E38. I hate it when the road cheats and tattles on us. Can we find 38? Here's 40 and 39. Also, I think we're looking for E38, which is a, yeah, that's E38 right there. If we zoom in, do we get Hexagon 75? No. Well, let's follow E38 for a little bit. We'll see if we can find Hexagon 75. Oh, there's Hexagon 75. So we were on Hexagon 75. Oh, it looks like it ends there. Oh, here's the Socorro Country Club, and I bet you dollars to donuts they play croquet there. And actually, that there is the image of what a professional croquet player is supposed to... That's the proper stance. You're supposed to haul off on those little croquet mallets with those croquet balls as hard as you possibly can. At least that's how I remember playing it with my sibling. We did 75 and then we traveled a little bit east, so we were kind of around here. Now then, can we, Otofuke, Shihoro, Minari Foro, Mizu. I'm just trying to nail down, see if we can find any more of those place names that we first came across, because I'm not seeing any of them at the moment. Urahoro, was that one of them? I can't remember. I know that we were near a lake. That's a river. That's no lake. That's no lake, that's a river. That's a lake. Not the lake we're looking for. Well, let's continue on a little bit further. Oh, hello. Tokachi Heigen. Tokachi Heigen. $75. 75 to 38. Here's Tokachi. I don't know where Heigen is, but we found Tokachi. So we're in the general area. Yeah. Alright, let's return back to where we were. We were at a basically an intersection. We had an intersection that turned into 75. As well have been right there. Well, ours was a little bit more of a dog leg. Maybe right there. I don't think we're close, but let's get on with it. Oh, what do you know? It was up there. We were just 4.5 kilometers away. Not bad. Not bad. Not the best, but not bad. And we'll take it.
Tethercat said round 2. Tethercat said round 2.
And since we're here and since we're doing this now, let's also get a hydration check in.
Tethercat said hydration check. Tethercat said hydration check.
Well, we're in the mountains. They always throw us in the mountains. I lament that they always throw us in the mountains, but Japan is a very mountainous country. So, Greed, you mentioned Golden Kamui, which I tried to read the manga. I tried. Couldn't quite get into it. I tried. But what I did realize about the manga, Golden Kamui, which I did not read, I haven't watched the anime or anything. What I did realize was that a lot of the culture that they were explaining and delving into dealt with the Ainu, A-I-N-U, which would be, if I'm recalling correctly, the indigenous of the northernmost parts of Hokkaido. And that reminded me, instead of Golden Kamui, that reminded me of Samurai Showdown, otherwise known as Samurai Spirits. A game which I thoroughly love to one of my utmost cores. I love Samurai Showdown. I should really play some Samurai Showdown on stream. That's a comfort game, that is. It's a mountain. You know, this is just my ignorance showing, but every mountain with a flat top, I imagine as Mount Fuji. Now, I know they all aren't, and that's definitely ignorance on my part, but you'll have to forgive me. Japan is a small place compared to Canada, and if someone said that every moose reminded them of Canada, I'm certain I would laugh at them. And yet... Oh, can we get onto that road there? Well, whatever we're doing, we're parallel to a... we're parallel to a path. Not on here. Those are some upright seats. Oh, and they've got got their back hatch open. Something's going on there. Also, are those palm trees? Those are palm trees. We must be in the south. We must be in the far south. So, I'm willing to guess we're in this general area. Let's just drop one here at the national park and continue on. Also, let me just see, where's the equator? All right, that dotted line there is the equator. And
Greed 1914 said the car is just waiting to ice guy someone.
that's funny. I can totally see that. Just waiting to pounce like the Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Like the Castle Beast of R. So, if I recall, the temperate zone starts where the word ocean is here. The temperate zone north is temperate and tropical is south. That means here to here to here, Argentina. I only say that because Japan is just north of that temperate zone, if I'm recalling correctly. So, wait, why did I dropped a pin and it didn't appear there? Because apparently I dropped a pin a day early? I dropped a pin a day early. It's okay. Okay, let's continue on. Haha, we've had our fun. Haha, get on with the game, Tethercat. It's a nice little footbridge. We're definitely in a place where this river? It's got to be a major river. Well, keep going until we hit a road. We've been kind of going north here. Hello, road map. Well, that's cool. Little cemetery on the hill. Hello, road map. Okay, this will be on the test, so everyone memorize this. This will be on the test. The words on the ground say Tokyo Prefecture, so we're in Tokyo, everybody. That was anticlimactic. I really thought we were elsewhere. Still, for Tokyo, that's a really cool area. Where to? Where can we go? That is totally not Mount Fuji. It's a hill. Let's go this way. Remember, we're looking for an intersection involving a shrine or a cemetery. What's this? That's a digital road sign including a star. Yay, everyone gets a star. Yay! Yay! I would say, hey everyone, let's spam stars in chat. But actually, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that without ruining my stream.
Tethercat
Yay.
said. Tethercat said.
There we go. See? I'm almost smart. Yay. Okay, so we got options here. We can go through this valley in the Tokyo Prefecture and head towards this mountain, which apparently there's a mountain over here somewhere.
Greed 1914 said white medium star.
There we go. I'm glad you got my back. Let's see if there's a shrine anywhere in here. Hey, that's Moomin Valley Park. You seen that phrase that's been popping up lately? Moomin? Anyway. Well, wherever we are. Drop a pin there just for the time being. Now then, so we can go the road that way, we can go this way into the valley, or we can kind of head up this way a little. Let's go this way a little. Wah! Did not want that. Let's go back up there.
Minimi Cursor 96 said glowing star, glowing star, glowing star, glowing star, glowing star.
Jeez, look at Mini-Me ordering food through DoorDash and leaving a review on Yelp. Thanks, Mini-Me. I'll tell you, that's 5 times better than my contribution, but it's equal to Greed's contribution, so... I appreciate everyone spamming stars in chat, though. That's, that makes me feel good. I'm not the type of VTuber to engage chat that way. Hey, everyone, welcome to the stream. Remember to spam those emotes. It makes me feel greasy just suggesting that. But I'm glad you guys played along. That's the thing. When I do it, it's just to goof off and play along. I'm no influencer. I'm no entertainer. I'm no content creator. I'm just some blue cat who hangs upside down in a hockey outfit and tours around Japan blindly like a very bad tourist, as it should be. Oh, do you see that? Just coming around the corner, and then it looks like an episode of Lupin. Just whoosh, princess, Clarice. I love Castle of Cagliostro is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. As well, it's just one of the best Ghibli movies, and it's definitely the best of all of the Lupin movies. I love that movie. I really do. The month of May, a little bit of a side tangent, but I'm gonna stick with it. Also, I guess it's a bus stop, I guess. It's got a bench. Anyway, a little bit of a side tangent is that the month of May has always been rough on me, and I guess that's contributing to a little bit of my mental unwell being currently. With that said, there's several moments in my life and several key aspects which I have to put praise and attribution on for the reason why I am still here, why you're enjoying a stream by a blue cat. Some of those involve other VTubers that I've stated before, such as Kizna AI and Shiro. And of all things, Lupin III, Castle of Cagliostro also played a pivotal point in some of my darkest moments and getting me through those darkest moments. While I can't say explicitly what that is, just know that my heart will always be with Castle of Cagliostro as a foundation for better days. You know, I thought I'd be down this hill. I really thought that this hill would be easy and I'd be down this hill, but it looks like we're climbing to the top of this hill, which I did not want to do. But here we are. So yeah, I have been doing my utmost to entertain self-care throughout this month. May is always a rough month for me. I've had innumerable bad things happen on May, and last year I actually had not only a surprisingly good May, but one of the better month of May that I've ever had in my life, and it skewed the demographic. I was gearing up and anticipating for one of the worst Mays to exist.
Minimi Cursor 96 said, but you're doing well so far.
I am doing well. Last year I had a phenomenal May, and then this year I'm also actually doing quite well. I haven't had any misfortune over the course of this past month, although we're only, granted, 6 days in, but still. been beautiful outside. Things have been going my way. I'm still trying to keep as best a spirit I can, and thank you very much, Mini-Me. Thank you, because for that encouragement, for those words of encouragement. I am doing well so far. I'm not doing great. I'm not doing 100%, but I am doing well so far. I would fully agree with you on that, and thank you for that assessment. Castle of Cagliostro. What a great film. Man, this is the loneliest climb to the top of this mountain. Oh, good. Floor 49. Let me know when we get to floor 60. K6. I have chosen poorly.
Minimi Cursor 96 said Kwampa, let's go hiking on Mount Fuji.
Oh god, no. Did you see what I just passed? That was 49 back there. Now we're at 48. Oh god. We got a countdown happening. 47. Ugh. This also reminds me of initial... Look, this person gave up. This person's like, nope, I'm not doing it either. I'm walking up the next 47k. Although, it's promising to note that this person isn't just going up a mountain with a bag of what looks like groceries. They're not just going up a mountain. There's a destination. This person is heading to a destination, and that is reassuring. Ideally, we want to get to this person's destination, and it's not going to be 47 up the hill either. Godspeed, traveler. I say it like I'm out of breath, but really all I'm doing is clicking a mouse button. Let's face facts. I'm not exactly... Did you do that? I'm sure other people have done that. You know, back, I guess it was 15 years ago, I looked into the hacking community, the homebrew community, the do-it-yourself community. I looked into hooking up a treadmill to Skyrim. And I actually set it up. I had a treadmill back in my past. I had a treadmill. So I fired Skyrim up on my super big, large screen. And I put on my headphones, which were 5.1 surround sound headphones. And then I just started walking on the treadmill. And I just held up on the controller. And I was able to just walk through all of Skyrim. And so that was great. Like, that was really fun. I just walked through all of Skyrim. Saw mountains, saw valleys. It was very similar to this. And when I finally, I guess some time had passed, maybe half an hour or an hour had passed or whatever. I looked down and I had recorded apparently 30 kilometers that I had walked on the treadmill. Oh, what's going on here? What's that? Oh, we got us a milestone. Does that not look like an island to you? That really looks like an island in the middle of that blue. Like, that really looks like an island. Hold on, can that... Yeah, okay. Like, I'm just gonna go on a whim here, but... It really looks like an island. Are we on an island? Does this look like that island? A little bit, not much. It'd be crazy if we were on an island. That would explain why it said, that would explain why it said Tokyo Prefecture, but it's not Tokyo. We're just on a gigantic island with 2 hills. That makes a lot more sense for where we're climbing. That also makes sense for the tropical aspect that I was talking about earlier. Got a twisty, windy road in here anywhere? Like a zigzaggy road. Surely there... See, something like this. Zooba-dooba-dooba-doop, but in a tighter configuration. Yeah, something like this. Although, I was thinking it would be... like this. This is pretty close. Right here. Did we have that stone thing down here? Alright. You know what? Let's do it. We were off. However, had I looked around for other islands? Man. So we must have come down, went over here, and then this is where we were. Or something. Anyway, we were off by 1.2 kilometers, but that little map really helped us out. Alright everyone, round 3.
Tethercat said round 3.
It was a good guess.
Tethercat said round 3.
Like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a great guess, but it was a good guess. I was able to logic things out. And we're on another elbow bend of the road. What's this? There's an abandoned metal locker set here. Just abandoned metal lockers. Alright, your shift's done. Head over to the locker room. I gave Melvin a wedgie and shoved him in his locker. Ha ha ha. This is how Japanese horror stories are born. Junji Ito is watching this stream with absolute alacrity. I guess we're going this way. Let's go this way. It's a 50-50 split. This looks like it'll get us a little closer to town. So we're in the middle of what looks to be some sort of wetland. I don't want to assume that everything is rice in Japan, but this is definitely some wetland planting. No, I want to go back. I guess we're not going down that road. Should have gone down that original road. Yay. Speaking of yay, I got in a conversation with a friend of mine the other day about stuffed animals. Now, if you remember the game Webbed with the jumping princess skateboarding spider, which I oh so love oh so much, I went and picked up a stuffed animal of a jumping spider, and I came across it the other day and I felt really good. Sano, a Jiki, and a Wano. Alright, sure. Sounds great. Where are we? Well, we're not anywhere.
Greed 1914 said spider.
Yay! 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 Awano, Ajiki, and Sano. Those are not major name places. So let's see if we can find some low-lying and wet area. Some flatlands, if you would. This is pretty flat area right here. Oh, pardon me. But with that said, there's no hexagon 176 in this general vicinity. So the search continues. Let's scroll up this way a little, see if we can find hexagon 176. One 6-6. There's just no rhyme or reason to much of these numbering situations. Numbers are haphazard, and the points don't matter. Oh well, yeah, the search continues. Sano, Ajiki, Awano. Sano, Ajiki, and Awano. Sano, Ajiki, and Awano. That's seeing them. Take a look up here over in Hokkaido. No, I'm not seeing it. So let's continue on. Anyway, we know we're at 176. Oh, hello, other numbers. 256. There's a major 256. And then there's other numbers. 176, 91, and 79. So let's look for 256. There's guitar pick 256. Wait, where am I? Well, let's start here. Guitar pick 256. I did get outside today. I went for that morning coffee, as I was saying. I did get out and have a little bit of a walk around, not much. And to be honest, I wasn't feeling all that better after having my little walk. Came back and promptly crawled into bed. I'm sure I'm going to feel much better in the weekend. A lot of the mental low moments, when I'm feeling mentally low, typically there's a reason, and once I understand where my brain is at and what the reasoning is that may have drawn me down, that actually helps immensely. And then having recognized, oh, this is the trigger for whatever reason it is, I can accommodate and adjust accordingly. The problem is getting to that trigger mark and figuring out why I'm wrong. So, 257. There's 256. Yay, we found 256. And it goes here and here and here. We weren't looking for Seki, but we were looking for something else. So yeah, once I can nail down why it is I'm feeling the way I am, everything just kind of slots into place. So that's where we are. There's these other 79, 91, and 176. Let's see if we can focus in on the hexagons here. '98. '70? No. You know, this feels like bingo. Whenever I do this, whenever I play this game, it always feels like bingo. Let's see. 91, 79, 76. Maybe we should follow 256 for a little bit. $70. Well, I don't see it, so let's just kind of put that in our back pocket and come back to it in a little bit once we find some more clues. All right. Guess we could look up the place name. Sano, Ajiki, and Awano. Sano, Ajiki, and Awano. Well, wherever those places are, they are not next to us. The search continues. Sano, Ajiki, and Awano. Blurred out number 5. I guess they don't want you knowing where that is. This one just says straight up Ajiki number 5. Good for them. Did we want to go into town? Let's go into town. Towns are fun. Can't go wrong with towns. Anything new on that road sign? Oh, something. We got a new name. Corono. Sano, Awano, and Corono. Was Corono in here? I guess Sashi was in here, was it? Yeah. Takeda, Sashi. Corono. Yeah, I'm not recognizing any of these names. Oh well. I'll come back. So, let's go to town. Was it last night I went and watched a movie? I can't remember. I went to the theater the other night. I can't remember if it was last night or not. Today's Tuesday, so yes, I did go to the theater last night. Went and watched a movie in the cinema. It was okay. Ooh, that cloud looked like a giant shell. Did you see that? It's a nice looking cloud. And yeah, theater was, it was packed. It was very packed. I was impressed. Most people don't go and see the cinema nowadays, so. We might not know where we are, but we know when we are. It's currently what is that? 4:27. Hello. Look at the architecture. That's a house in a state of disrepair, but it is completely functional. I bet that the people who live there love it, as well they should. Oh great, I just looked at the road in front of us and it says Gifu Prefecture. Well, luckily it didn't give away too much because this is Gifu. So we were still pretty close. Seto. I seem to recall seeing Seto. Oh, Ghibli Park. Check it out, everyone. We're at Ghibli Park, speaking of Castle of Cagliostro.
Minimicursor 96 said honestly, even though that place is rubbles, it still looks good.
I know, right? Like, the exterior was a little shabby, but that didn't preclude it from actually being a rockin' house. There's not much you can do. I guess you put up new siding or something, but yeah, it's definitely livable. Those are new windows. That window could use, that looks like it's a boarded up window. But those are new windows. A bit of a storage area off the ground to keep the water out.
Minimicursor 96 said compared to the ugly rubbles here in America.
Well, I'm not in America, so I don't know how the ugly rubbles look in America. Although I have toured through America. I've flown over America. I've traveled around America. I don't recall too many ugly rubbles.
Minimicursor 96 said polluted.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I can say.
Oh yeah. There was definitely a certain level of pollution. Or of not just deregulation, which there definitely is and which definitely contributed, but I'd rather suggest unregulation. Deregulation is removing regulation. Unregulation is not having any regulation. Got a weed whacker. Is that a road sign? What's this say? Children at play? Yeah. School up there, most likely. Driving village. I say that facetiously. A couple of bicycles. That looks like a mini putt. That is not a mini putt, but it sure looks like it. Hey, Mini-Me, speaking of, I'm gonna mispronounce this, so you're gonna have to understand what I'm saying here, because I'm gonna mispronounce it. Foo? It's not faux. P-H-O. Foo? Anyway, I was in the nearby city, and I actually located a restaurant that had that as the menu option. And I was extremely excited. I was in every now and then I do get into adventurous mindsets. So I went and popped my head in to see if I could join in, get some food. Nuno Kame, Mother Care. And they were closed. So I was denied.
Minimicursor 96 said oh, faux, fa.
Fa. Thank you very much. I knew I was going to mispronounce that. I apologize for butchering that. So yeah, they had fa. And I was unable to have any. And I was in an adventure mode and I was really excited. And then I was denied and I was really sad. I can't say I was really sad. I was just denied. I just went and grabbed burgers elsewhere. But I saw it and I thought of you, Mini-Me. I was thinking, wow, that's something that I want to have. There's your nightmare fuel for the day, everybody. Hands up. Ah. Imagine getting in a bank heist in a getaway vehicle like that. This is nice. We're totally detouring. We should have stuck on the main roads, but this is nice. Man, this is a heck of a subdivision here. All these houses look the same. Okay, we know where we roughly are, so let's head back to our starting point. This time we're going to go north off this road. No more shenanigans straight off this road. Let's get out of here. We almost got isekai'd by this bus coming out of there. And this time we're heading west. No, I guess we're going east. Let's go east. We know we're in the general area. Hopefully we can find something. Oh, I kind of needed this. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Oh, what's going on here? It's just... I was hoping to absolve my brain, cleanse it, if you would. I think I've succeeded. That's a greenhouse. That's a style choice is what that is. And there's something on the window. Yeah, that's something, all right. ABIOMOI?
Minimi Cursor 96 said my nationality has a different name for foe.
I thought that's what it was called. Am I getting... Okay, now I can't say I'm confused, don't get me wrong, but I am definitely misunderstanding something. So please, by all means, I encourage you, please correct me on my misunderstanding. Tell me where
Minimi
I've
Cursor
gone wrong.
96 said it's Vietnamese.
Yeah. What's the name for pho? If it's not pho. I mean, that's what I'll be still looking for when I go for the food, I suppose, but on the other hand, if there's a different name for this delicacy, for this meal, and I could find an even more authentic version, by all means. I love options, especially when I'm in adventure mode.
Minimi Cursor 96 said foe is Vietnamese.
Oh, okay.
I'm a different nationality.
Okay. That's fine. And I'm not going to ask you to go any further with that or dox yourself or anything like that.
Minimi Cursor 96 said but we're close to it. So,
oh god, tunnels. That says, abandon all hope, all ye who enter. There, before I get into the trippy Pink Floyd experience here, regardless, I'm going to continue looking for pho. You might hear me pause, and it's because I've got to recalibrate my brain when I say that, because my brain reads pho. I want to say pho, but I'm recalibrating my brain to say pho. Okay. Laser logins, hit me with your best shot. Isekai. Here's a fun fact. The very first Isekai novel was written by a guy who played GeoGuessr. Had to go through a tunnel. Yeah, so I'll continue looking for that food. remember I ordered, and this is, you know, the last time I told this story was on an episode of Bat Decisions with Jun Mori. Is I went to a place that sold shawarma, and my only knowledge of shawarma was from the Avengers movie. So I walked in and they said, "Hi sir, how can we help you?" And I said, "I don't know. I would like some shawarma, but I don't know what goes on it or how it is or what anything is. So can I just trust you to make me a shawarma so I can have it? And then later on, I'll memorize what it is I'm eating." This counter person, this poor person was just like, fine. And I can only imagine that, like, I was probably the 100th person to ask this. Probably that day. But I said, I place all my trust in you. I trust everything that you're putting on that shawarma. So, because they kept asking me, "Would you like?" And then they would ask for an ingredient. "Would you like this on your meal?" I said, "I don't know what's in this meal, so please just put whatever you think is good." If you were making a lunch for yourself, what would you make? Give me that. So, and that mentality has served me well whenever I go into adventure mode and I travel around. Hello? Stock Raising Center North. What's that even mean? Aw. There we go, everybody. We're very close to the Yamagata Pet Clinic. Yeah. Woot woot. Where's Yamagata? That's a cute cat. Yamagata. There's Yamagata. So we're looking for 256. Was it 256 or 296? There's 296. We're looking for 70 something. Seeing any familiar numbers up that way? 67, 178. All right, let's head back to where we were. Yeah.
Minimicursor 96 said, "Is there any dish you feel adventurous to make?"
Like actually cook and create out of my own volition. I never feel adventurous enough to taste my own failures. But since you're asking, I have tried on many an occasion, I might add, on many an occasion, I've tried to make rice cooker ramen, which effectively my rice cooker is a large one pot bowl. It's a one button push, set it and forget it type of button. So I've tried putting in all my ingredients, my water, my broth, my noodles. I've tried putting in an egg. I've tried putting in a ton of stuff into this and letting it go from there. And every time I do this, it's met with failure. So let's not mince words. It's not exactly the best option. However, I do eat everything. You know, I have a phrase that I have coined, a catchphrase called "We eat our mistakes," and it just means no matter what it is you cook, eat it anyway. No matter how bad you failed, eat it anyway, because you need to eat that food, otherwise you won't learn. If you just toss it away, that doesn't mean nothing. All it means is you've tossed it away. Whereas if you force yourself to eat it, you understand the mistakes you've made and you will do better next time. Now, this only works in certain circumstances where the food's genuinely edible. I mean, if you've genuinely cooked a brick, then, you know, you're not going to break your teeth over it. But, yeah, that's one of my largest phrases and ways of living is we eat our mistakes. And rice cooker ramen definitely falls in that category. To an extent I can't even describe. I will always eat my mistakes whenever I experiment with cooking. Huh, Gifu. But Yamagata's over, so we're in
Minimi
Gifu.
Cursor 96 said failure is part of the taste of every cook's challenge.
It is. And it's taken me a long time to learn that because, again, I'm not a cook. I'm sure that it's taken cooks a very short time to learn that because they're cooks. So, in a very self-taught manner, I feel like I'm doing okay. But yeah, I could make ramen. Genuinely, if I had a way to make ramen, professional ramen, that would save me probably $150 a month when you factor in the cost of eating at a ramen place and gas to drive there and back.
Minimi Cursor 96 said you will have your own signature dish.
Oh, I do. It's called craft dinner. All right, we know we're in Gifu. We know we're close, so let's just slap it there and be on. Oh, we were close. Oh, there's a Yamagata to the south. Did you see that? This is the Yamagata in Nagano that I thought we were at. This is the Yamagata in Gifu where I didn't think we were at. Oh well. Who names a location twice? Round 4, everybody.
Tethercat said round 4.
And another hydration
Tethercat
check.
said round 4.
Also,
Tethercat said hydration check. Tethercat said hydration check.
thank you, chat. It's the top of the hour. Welcome aboard, everybody. We're playing some OpenGuessr. And you're more than welcome to just tune in, tune out, join and lurk and have fun. But just make sure you get your water in. Hydration check, everybody. We're doing 5 rounds of this game. Currently, we've just started round 4 just now. Which means that we'll probably play for another 20 minutes, maybe half an hour. Depends how good I am. So yeah. And the conversation's loose and flowing, and feel free to pop in and share any contributions you feel. Well, we found us a railway. Wherever we are, there's a railway to the north. And I'm not seeing a single mountain anywhere. A lot of flat land and a railway. Well, let's cross the railway. Bonsai Group. I hear these guys are hilarious. The joke because bonsai is a form of comedy. Watch it be a funeral.
Minimi Cursor 96 said your signature dish will be the tethering tuna.
I kind of like that. You know, and I can roll with that. I hate this song, but we don't play it enough, so we might as well get it out of our systems. Karaoke studio, Ballon d'Or. What does Ballon d'Or mean? I don't know, but anyway, there's karaoke here. That's awesome. Never go wrong with a karaoke studio. Aquamarine. Huh. Wait, where'd that sign go? Did I miss the sign? Where'd it go? Oh, okay. It's just on a odd corner. This guy's window. Spice rack. Okay, so we're next to an Aquamarine karaoke studio by some train tracks. And that is some major infrastructure there. I think we're on the outskirts of a city. Yeah, thanks for nothing, roadmap. Green Gym. For those of you watching this stream who are currently in Japan, if we're near your area and it's Green Gym, you have an hour to get there. This is your 1 hour call. Here's a road sign. Kirariashi. Kirariashi. I don't even know where a Kirariashi is. Wherever it is, there's no mountains. Aeon Town. Aeon style. Drive there for some Aeon flux. Police office. Huh. This woman's measurements are 63, 15, 13. That is one heck of a set of measurements, lady. 63, 15, 13. I gotta admit, for advertising purposes, you could not have placed that in a better location. That's a really cute dragon. See this dragon right here, everybody? It's a really cute dragon. Ron. Ron? It's a sign. I really like how it almost looks like a clock. Terrifying if it actually was a clock. What else we got over here? Toso Regency Building. Ambulance for babies in seatbelts. Workman. Uniqlo. Yamada. I got excited when we were by the Namco Museum the other day. When we stumbled into the Namco Wonderland. It was exciting, but I couldn't find it on a map anywhere, which was a little sad. And parking. An ABC Mart. Sun Mall. Here we go. Here's our first major billboard. Doggone. We're in Doggone. Central Asahi is over to the side. Where is Doggone? Huh. Doggone, I'm looking for Central Asahi. Tonosho. Soza. Togane. Central Asahi. Soza, Tenosha. Soma. Togane. And wherever we are, there's no mountains. Asahi. Togane. Ah, well, it ain't there. What about over here on this island? Well, can't find it, but we know it's 126 and 266, so let's keep looking. Maybe if we find ourselves on 126, we can... This here is 126. Ukuro Higashi. I don't think these roads look better than the one that I was just on. Oh well, let's head north. So it was a Choshi. Yeah, I genuinely don't know where any of this is. Oh. Well, let's not worry about it. Let's just continue on our merry way and do what we do best, which is fumble around until we find something. Let's head back to that road we were at. That road had interesting things on it. Mascots. Toyota dealership. There's a Corolla. No Corolla. Well. Actually, we're in the car dealership area, it would appear. Bonne Maison. Mitsubishi Motors. SoftBank. This place has everything. It's got an olive hill. The road narrows up ahead. Oh. Going into Coco's restaurant. Okay, Coco. Cafe, cafe. On one side of the street, you got a cafe. On the other side of the street, you have an O. Something tells me we've passed by a lay somewhere. All right. What promises are you making? Ashikawahama, Katori, Tugane and Soza. Tugane and Soza should be the really big ones to try and find here. Tugane and Soza. I can tell I'm starting to get a little tired. Tugane and Soza. You know what I wouldn't mind though? I picked up on the weekend, I picked up some food. And the item of food I got was a...
Terrasief said it's owl.
Greetings, Terrasief TT. It's owl. It's owl? Nani? If you're asking about Tethercat, I'm an upside down blue cat.
Terrasief said is it?
Well, I don't know. It's an excellent question. I think it requires further research. I will say neither nay nor yay. How's that for an answer? Katori, Soza, Tugane. Welcome to the stream. You're
Terrasief said look pretty cool.
I don't actually know if you're talking about the you're talking about Tethercat here, but yeah. It is kind of cool. We're looking for Doggone and Soza. We're not having any luck finding Doggone and Soza. But yeah, I picked up a loaf of cherry apple rhubarb. I got a cherry apple rhubarb loaf sitting in the fridge that I have not eaten yet. So tonight I might open that up and try some of that. Doggone and Soza. Doggone and Soza. Where even am I? I can't find Doggone and Soza anywhere. Is it in Okanaga? Doggone and Soza. No. Nope. Doggone. Soza. Maybe
Terrasief said Chiba, Japan.
Chiba? All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Chiba. Chiba, 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 Chiba. Chiba, Chiba, Chiba. Thank you. Doggone, Soza, Central, Asahi. There's Asahi. Thank you. Terracia. Terracia. I'm going to call you Terracia. Thank you very much. You've cracked the case. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, let's head back. So we were next to a set of railway tracks. So it's probably the Sobu line if I had to guess. We crossed the road. We went into this village and there was a karaoke place. Right here, karaoke. So, and I think we were going north for the most part. So it could be along any of this. Grocery store. Oh, this is going to get excruciating if we have to look through all of this. Sushi. Corolla. We passed by a Corolla. Let's go back this way. Where were we? Construction. Ramen. I don't think we... Where were we? I don't think... Central Acai. Where were we? We didn't go to... We weren't there. Soza. Are there any other rail lines nearby? No, this is it. Okay. Dollar store. Workman. We were near a workman. Remember that? Maybe... All right, well, let's just put a marker right there. We are close.
Terracia said just do it.
We were not close. You know what? I would have been searching so hard. So thank you very much, Terracia. Thank you. I want to see if we can find the... So we crossed the road, and immediately, pretty much right here, there was a... Or was it right here? Yeah, that's the bar. This is the karaoke spot. If you ever get the chance, go there. Thank you very much, Terracia. Okay. And now...
Tethercat said round 5. Tethercat said round 5.
This will be the final round of the night, too. Okay. And we're in the middle of the mountains again. This one's easy because it immediately tells us that we're on Yamaguchi Route 310. We just gotta find Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi. And I don't want to climb any more mountains today. We've already climbed so many mountains. I think that we should head down the mountain. There's Yamaguchi. Route 310. Well, I'm not seeing Route 310 easily. So let's 309. 307, 312. 310. Yamaguchi Prefectural Road, Route 310. Alright, so there we are. We can end it and we can end the stream right now. Although, really, it could be literally anywhere along this route. So, let's aim south. We're either going to come to the end of the road and find the falls and the Ryugu tea house, or
Terracia said guess one more.
yeah, or we're going to find Shuno no Satsu. So, it's going to be either or, but it's along this road. So, let's head south. This would be south, so I guess we're going this way. We're definitely going more northwest than south. We're going west-northwest a lot. West-northwest. Well, that could be anywhere. We still gotta go. We still gotta travel further. Ah, welcome to the stream, Teresia. How did you come across us? There's a few of us in here tonight. We're all just relaxing and having some light conversation. Just enjoying ourselves. The stream itself is a bit of a relaxation stream. Well, I think I actually put that as the title of the stream was Let's All Relax. There's a... Is that a road? Well, if it's a road, I can't get down there, so... And, yeah, that's really what's going on tonight. We're just, and also I'm winding down. My bedtime is an hour from now, of all things, but I am looking to, we're totally heading north, a long stretch of north. So we're either on that strip or on this strip, and this strip seems a lot. You know what? It was even further past the tea house. We would have been doing this a long time. It was way past the tea house. So I'm kind of glad we
Terracia said, is it drawn by yourself?
No. Tethercat is the commissioned artwork of a Japanese animator named Mizu, who is fantastic. Mizu is amazing. I am enamored. I am always absolutely fascinated 100% with Mizu. Where'd the screen go? Oh, it's because I turned it off. Mizu is amazing. Here we go. And the premise is that Tethercat hangs upside down by a rope on the tail. This is the full design here, hanging off of a pole. And over the time, there's been quite a few outfits that have appeared. I'm always a fan of the outfits. Let's see, I think there we go. Here's what I use when I'm
said
hunting.
It's look amazing. Minimicursor 96 said, and it's adorable.
Thanks. It really is. Also, I personally, I love the beady eyes. Those little tiny beans for eyes. I love it. However, Mizu, when I said, hey, Mizu, can you draw this? Mizu, oh, and by the way, when I say, can you draw this? That there is the artwork that I had given to Mizu. Mizu saw that and said, no, you definitely want the eyes. The eyes will make it more expressive. And I said, okay, I trust you. And then I did, and it turns out perfect. So, And this, and you might not be able to see all of it.
Terracia said I can draw.
I cannot draw. I can't draw for the life of me. Let me see if I can, there, can you see this? That's a goalie stick for a hockey uniform. Anyway. So yeah. And one really cool thing is I asked Mizu if Mizu could design this hockey outfit. And then I asked, can I have a logo? And Mizu was able to create that logo there, and also a logo right on the helmet.
Terracia said even I designed more better.
Excellent. Well, you've definitely got more talent than I do, because I can't draw.
Terracia said please don't take personally.
No, I don't take that at all personally. Not at all personally. If you wanted to, I always encourage fan art. So if you wanted to show how good you are, by all means, please draw some Tethercat fan art and submit it. I look forward to that. So the contact information for Mizu is in the link below. Oh look, we're at 9:30, the bottom of the hour. And yeah, that's it. We're gonna call the stream. The stream is over at this point. I'm gonna go and grab some food. As I say, I have some cherry apple rhubarb loaf kicking in the fridge. So thank you everybody for showing up. Thank you for joining in. We've had quite a bit of fun on OpenGuessr tonight. And I really appreciate everyone having joining in and having a lot of fun on this. It's been a pleasure as always.
Terracia said please took a look on my IG. It's Terracia_Leem.
I will. You know what? I'll definitely take a look at that, and thank you very much. I have no problem with that. All right, everyone. Have a great night. Treat yourself well. Remember, mental health is the most important health, just shy of physical health, although they're pretty much equal. Do your best, everybody. Have fun. Take care. And as always, thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
Minimicursor96 said great seeing ya always. Take care and night.
Hello, folks. You know I've been picking and trying to pick a banjo for 40
Terracia
years
said
or
thanks
more.
for your prayers for
I
us.
used to just play the imitations, but now I'm going to give you a little of the variations of
Tethercat said thanks for watching. Tethercat said thanks for watching. Tethercat said, by the way, Terracia, that there is my drawing. Greed 1914 said hand pink waving.
Frying pan, a coney dead with the wagon wheel, died the toothache in his heel. God, away, old damn tucker, they come too late to get your supper. Tucker was a hard-ridden sinner, never said grace over his dinner. The old hog squealed, the pig did squall, him old hog with tail and all. By the way, old damn tucker, they come too late to get your supper. fell in the fire and kicked up a chunk of charcoal.
Tethercat said, hand pink waving to YouTube. Tethercat said, hand pink waving to YouTube. Here's the booze and chocolate cider, lemon extract and old Budweiser horse said it's bitter than the doctor's tonic. The good book said a little good for the stomach.